Hey guys, and welcome to Quality Shot Day 3 of the Aussie Open, and I'm going to do the roundup. Let's go straight into it. Okay, as you can see from the ticker below, some big names did make it through, and not too many upsets in the men's game, but a few, let's say, surprising results and some very good matchups. So first of all, let's go through the seeds that got through. Dimitrov came through in straight sets against Bolt. Zverev again in straight sets as well, the number 6 seed. Then we also had Shapovalov come through against Tomic in straight sets. So the Aussie unfortunately won't be progressing any further, which I'm sure will be disappointing for the Australian fans. However, there was another Aussie that did go through. Nick Kyrgios, the big hitting Australian, came through in 5 in a thrilling 5-setter against Ugo Humbert, the 29 seed. I actually watched that whole match pretty much, and it was fantastic. And I'll touch upon it a little bit in my categories of the day or awards of the day in a bit. But yeah, fantastic match. Fritz got through in straight sets. In 5 actually against Opelka in a all-American clash. The 27 seed coming through that one. Thiem came through in straight sets, 6-4, 6-0, 6-2 against Kopfer. And Djokovic had to really work for it, I think, today against Typho, who the American looked quite impressive, actually, but Djokovic prevailed in 4-6-3, 6-7, 7-6, 6-3. And it's just a question of sometimes tennis is a matter of margins, I think. And that third set, if Typho had won that tiebreak, who knows what could have happened. But he looks like an exciting prospect in the future. So hopefully we see a bit more of him and he keeps on performing as he did today, because it was a really impressive performance, I thought. Raonic came through in 4, 6-7, 6-1, 6-1, 6-4. The 14 seed from Canada. Big hitting, big serving and big hitting Canadian came through. And number 8 seed Schwartzman came through 6-2, 6-love, 6-3. So he has progressed to the third round as well. Olga Aliassiame came through 6-4, 6-1, 6-2 against Duckworth, the unseeded Duckworth, and the 20th seed will now be progressing to round 3 as well. And Wawrinka in the biggest upset of the day, especially, the men's draw anyway, lost in 5, and the former 3-time Grand Slam champion and 17 seed Stan Wawrinka lost in 5 to Fucsovics, and ended up losing. Well, Fucsovics came through that 7-5, 6-1, 4-6, 2-6, 7-6 in a final set tiebreak, and ended up winning that final set tiebreak 11-9. So a thrilling match and a big upset there for sure. Okay, I think that's everything to touch upon in the men's draw. Let's go on to the women's draw, and then I'm going to do a little new category that I've or segment that I've added, which will be my fail of the day, moment of the day, and surprise of the day. Okay, on to the women's draw then. So Osaka through in straight sets, 6-2, 6-3. The number 3 seed looked really impressive, and Caroline Garcia is no slouch. Let's put it that way. So she looked good in the first round, Caroline Garcia. So it's a very good win for Osaka, I thought. Halep came through. She had to really battle through, though, coming through 4-6, 6-4, 7-5, the number 2 seed. And you could see the relief on her face when she did win eventually. And it's a good tick, I think, for her. She's come through that, but she'll be hoping for a much more, let's say, an easier performance for her, or a less stressful performance in round 3. Swiatek, the number 15 seed, coming through 6-2, 6-4 against Giorgi, the Italian and unseeded Italian. We also had a big upset with Irani, the Italian, rolling back the years, the former Grand Slam finalists, beating Venus Williams 6-1, 6-love. Venus Williams did pick up an injury, though. I think it was towards the end of the first set. So she battled through that. So that's probably why that was so one-sided. Hopefully she recovers soon. And it's never nice to see a tennis match get decided by that. But I mean, huge props to her for coming through that. Most people probably would have retired. And I don't think you could have blamed her. Jabeur came through, the Tunisian, the 27th seed, 6-3, 6-2, and Gabriel Muguruza, the former Grand Slam champion, came through 6-3, 6-1 at the 14th seed from Spain, put on a very impressive performance, and she looks formidable. Serena also came through, who's 10th seed for this, and coming up with a little bagel of her own in the second set of that match, 6-3, 6-love, beating the unseeded Stojanovic. And Kvitova, we'll touch upon her in a sec. But to finish off the seed, Sabalenka came through in straight sets as well, 7-6, 6-3. And Vondrousova came through 6-1, 7-5, the number 19 seed. Now, on to the upsets. So one that I pointed out was obviously Venus Williams, but Rybakina was dumped out, unfortunately. She ended up losing in straight sets to Ferro, the unseeded French player, in a little bit of a shock there. And to add to that, Kvitova, the number 9 seed, lost in 3, 6-4, 1-6, 6-1 to Cersti, the Romanian. A really impressive performance by Cersti, and I'm sure she will be looking to carry on that form. So really impressive stuff from her. And the other big upset was Bianca Andreescu, the Canadian, the number 8 seed, 20-year-old who's just come back off a long layoff, and she's, as we know, a former Grand Slam champion. Lost in straight sets to C, I'm going to say. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I'm going to say C, 6-3, 6-2. And I mean, I think she's from Thailand. The Thai player was just, I mean, she put on a performance, let's say that. And she's 35. Really impressive performance. Sorry, she's from Taiwan. Really impressive performance by the Taiwanese player, and unseeded here as well. So she'll be looking to carry that form through in her press conference, and also post-match interview was great. Really good character. Okay, let's then go on to the failure of the day. So the failure of the day for me, if you guys are watching the Kyrgios-Humbert match, was the technology actually for the net. It was malfunctioning and defaulting, and Kyrgios ended up serving 2 aces in a row, and it wasn't picked up, and they thought it was a let, but it wasn't. You could see that's clear daylight. Similar thing happened to Humbert in his previous service game as well. And Kyrgios, being the character that he is, I think, and then in this case, probably rightly so, said just turn it off because it's not really helping either of us. And I was getting a little bit frustrated, but that was a really strange one. And you don't normally see that too much with the tech in tennis, because normally it's pretty smooth going. But unfortunately, that was a bit of an awkward one for me. Moment of the day, I mean, there's a few really good moments for me. But again, kind of sticking to that match between Kyrgios and Humbert. Kyrgios actually was 2 match points down in that 4th set against Humbert, and he managed to put it out of the bag. He managed to save them. One of them was a passing backhand cross court. I mean, it was just, he had to hit it short with topspin, and Humbert played the perfect point, sliced to Kyrgios's backhand, came to the net to finish off the point, and you're just thinking, oh no, this is going to be the end of this. And Kyrgios just comes up with the goods, and he is an X Factor player. He's got the ability. We know how talented this guy is. So that was a fantastic match, and for me, match of the day as well. And Humbert's got a very bright future, I'm sure. And let's see how well Kyrgios can do in this tournament after not much match practice before this tournament. Let's be honest. So, but we know how good he is. That's for sure. And he came up with a few of the hot dogs and let's say interesting shots from him. But yeah, fantastic match. And Kyrgios will actually be facing Dominic Thiem in the 3rd round. So what a matchup that will be. And I think Thiem will be going into that as the favourite. But Kyrgios, I mean, you just never know with him. And then to finish off the surprise of the day, I think for me, the biggest surprise, there's 2, I think. The Wawrinka one to Fucsovics. I think that was a pretty big upset, but I'm actually going to give it to the Taiwanese player, see, because her beating Andreescu, she's unseeded. I know Andreescu's coming off a long layoff, but to beat in straight sets and beat the former Grand Slam champion in straight sets was a biggie. But actually, I'm going to change my opinion, and I'm going to go Kvitova's loss, actually. Kvitova, I thought she would have got to the second week, and I was expecting her to come through this one in straight sets, but Cersti proved me wrong, and the unseeded Romanian player coming through 6-4, 1-6, 6-1, so I'm going to stick with that. Fantastic win by her, and yeah, that's my surprise of the day. Guys, if you haven't already, please make sure that you do like this video, share it, comment, leave your comments below. What did you think was your fail of the day, your moment of the day, your surprise of the day, and what did you think of also the men's and women's results? And of course, please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help. And click that notification button to make sure you get alerted for all future videos. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 4.